Hello again, everybody. It's me, Marcus, and I like to review some stuff. Today I'm reviewing the song Rex's Blues by Townes Van Zandt. This comes as a request. As always, if you would like to make a request, just leave a comment down below. Now, I've only ever heard one other song by Townes Van Zandt, and that's Dead Flowers. And the only reason I feel like probably the only reason I ever heard it was because it's at the very end of The Big Lebowski. When he walks off and to go bowl again. And it's that song playing in the background, and it plays to kind of fade out. I remember watching The Big Lebowski for the first time when I was in college. I know, and that song came out. I was like, oh, I actually really like that. And maybe that's the start of my non-pop country, folk country enjoying ways. But I just remember being like, wow, that's a good song. I'm gonna look that up. So that song's been on my playlist for years, and it's a very powerful song to me. Very dark, so that's kind of my baseline for Townes Van Zandt. Now this song could be totally different, but we'll see how it goes. We'll see how his style appeals to me, I guess. So it says here, live at the Old Quarter in Houston, Texas. This was out of all the videos I saw for this particular song, this was the one with the most views. So I'm hoping it's probably the best quality, the best version of the song. So anyway, without further ado, let's go ahead and listen to this one. Again, this is Rex's Blues by Townes Van Zandt.
Ride the blue wind high and free, she'll lead you down through misery, leave you low come time to go, alone and low as low can be. Well, if I had a nickel I'd find a game, if I won $1 I'd make it rain. If it rained an ocean I'd drink it dry and lay me down dissatisfied. It's legs to walk and thoughts to fly, eyes to laugh and lips to cry, a restless tongue to classify, all born to grow and grown to die. So tell my baby I said so long, tell my mother I did no wrong, tell my brother to watch his own, and tell my friends to mourn me none. I'm chained upon the face of time, feeling full of foolish rhyme. There ain't no dark till something shines, I'm bound to leave the dark behind. Well, ride the blue wind high and free, she'll lead you down through misery, leave you low come time to go, alone and low as low can be, alone and low as low can be. Thanks.
Interesting. So why is the song, whoever made this version, it goes on for another minute? Is there any more playing? No, it just goes on for another minute for whatever reason. Okay, well, I guess I'll stop it. Hey, that was really enjoyable. I really like that song. That was, I've mentioned before, I'm a really big fan of just guy and guitar, or even girl and guitar. But, there's just something folksy about it. I really like that song. The lyrics very impactful there. There's a lot of good things to say about this one, so I'm gonna I'm trying to gather my initial thoughts. I think the big thing that stuck out to me was just the folksy, wonderful sound that really came with this song. So let's start with the lyrics here. So we'll ride the blue wind high and free. She'll lead you down through misery, leave you low. Come time to go, alone and low as low can be. I think this is interesting. She'll lead you down through misery, leave you low. Come time to go. So it sounds like maybe she had a relation. This person was in a relationship here with this woman who maybe didn't do him justice. She led him down through misery and left him feeling low when it came time to go, when it was time for her to leave, and so now he's feeling alone and as low can be. So it sounds like he's broken up with, and he's just feeling miserable about it. Well, if I had a nickel, I'd find a game. If I won $1, I'd make it rain. If it rained an ocean, I'd drink it dry and lay me down dissatisfied. So it sounds like interesting. So if I had a nickel, I'd find a game. So it sounds like a person who kind of lives maybe on the edge. They leave no caution for tomorrow. It's like, if I had a nickel, I'd spend it right away. I'd use it to play a game. If I won $1, I'd make it rain. So it's like that's a victory for them. They play kind of fast and loose, is what it sounds like. If it rained an ocean, I drink it dry and lay me down dissatisfied. So this person is looking for some sort of satisfaction that not even the most vast ocean can accomplish here. So I think it's kind of interesting. Well, it's legs to walk and thoughts to fly, eyes to laugh and lips to cry, a restless tongue to classify, all born to grow and grown to die. So I think he's just kind of talking about how, like, he's just a human, right? Well, it's legs to walk and thoughts to fly. Eyes to laugh and lips to cry, which is kind of funny. Eyes to laugh. I just realized I didn't catch that the first time for whatever reason. Eyes to laugh and lips to cry. I think he's kind of just being really creative with his lyric writing here. A restless tongue to classify, all born to grow and grown to die. See, that part is the part where I'm like, wow, that's kind of interesting. Like, I think he's talking here about the human condition. We're all born to kind of grow up and go through our lives, but at the end of the day, we're all grown to eventually reach, death. I think that's kind of interesting. So tell my baby I said so long. Tell my mother I did no wrong. Tell my brother to watch his own. Tell my friends to mourn me none. So it does sound like, based on the last part of the song, all born to grow and grown to die, now he's talking about, well, this is my time to die. And so this is sort of his final goodbye, right? Tell my baby I said so long. Tell my mom I did no wrong. Tell my brother to watch his own. Tell my friends to mourn me none. Chained upon the face of time, feeling full of foolish rhyme, there ain't no dark till something shines, I'm bound to leave the dark behind. So this is interesting. Chained upon the face of time. What an interesting line there. Chained upon the face of time. So I guess we're all, when you're chained, you're sort of restricted on where you can go. So I think we're all restricted by time. That's kind of the thing that really tethers us here. But feeling full of foolish rhyme, there ain't no dark till something shines. So that's almost sort of like a reversal of what you typically hear, like, oh, the sunshine, drives the darkness away, but he's kind of saying that there would be no darkness until something shines, which I think is kind of interesting. I'm bound to leave the dark behind. So he's wanting to go to the light, away from the dark. So perhaps saying that, like, in death he'll be able to find peace, I guess. Ride the blue wind high and free. She'll lead you down through misery, leave you low. Come time to go, alone and low as low can be. There's a lot of creative writing happening here, and it's it doesn't necessarily always make sense right there on the surface, which I kind of like about it. The writing is just very interesting here. It makes for a really neat song. And so I think, honestly, lyrically, I'll probably give it 2 thumbs up. I just think there are some parts in this song that I really enjoy, and where the writing makes me go, oh, okay, that's cool. As far as the instrumentation goes, I've mentioned before many times, I really like just guy and guitar. And so that definitely had this vibe to it. But the guitar was just very lovely sounding throughout. Had this nice, very folk Americana sort of vibe to it. His voice sounds great also. It sounded great when I heard him in Dead Flowers. It sounds a little bit different here, but it's still very impactful. And I've talked about in many songs how I think the lyrics, the vocals, and the instrumentation all come together to make a really, really good song. I feel like this is one of those. The lyrics are very kind of folksy in a way. The way he sings it adds to that feeling, and then of course the guitar really brings it all together. And so I feel like this sort of piece of Americana is made complete with all three of those parts. So I give it 2 thumbs up there as well. And then as far as replay value, as depressing of a song as Dead Flowers is, it still gets its rotation in my playlist. It's not an everyday song. I feel like this one will get more playtime than Dead Flowers, which means that it's to me it's a little bit more of an everyday song, where if it comes on tomorrow I'd be like, okay, let's listen to this again. So I think it's gonna have its time to stew around the old playlist there. So I'm gonna give this one 2 thumbs up. I really liked listening to it, and I can see myself listening to it again plenty of times. So yeah, definitely making the playlist. So that's it for me. I really enjoyed this one. Thank you so much for whoever requested it. If you liked the music as much as I did, go listen to the artist wherever you can. One place you can definitely check them out is going to be in my Spotify playlist. It's got every single song I've heard so far on my channel. Makes for a pretty weird listen, but it's fun. If you want to support me, just the normal stuff you do on YouTube, like and subscribe and comment, But otherwise, that's it for me. I hope to see you guys in the next video. I hope you guys are staying safe and healthy. Take it easy out there, and bye.